Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. We are from Group 1. Today we will present about Karpathos Island. Karpathos is an island of what? This is a statement closely related to Karpathos, where we just say the word, people will know it. This is because untouched beauty in the door recognized and sculpted by winds, customs and centuries-old traditions. Karpathos is a narrow and elongated rocky island and located between the island of Rhodes and Crete in the Southeast Aegean. It is known for its super climate with very long, dry and hot summers and mild winters. It is the right place to spend your holiday, especially if you want to travel in spring or fall, but still want to take advantage of your favorite beach activities and water sports. There are some attractions in Karpathos Island that make it one of the hottest places in Europe. Firstly is Pigadia, that also known as Karpathos town, because Pigadia is the main settlement on the island. Here, you will find the ancient ruins of GHZL4013, a number of great traditional local taverns, and of course the small but busy yacht marina. Most of the buildings are very well maintained and good looking, so it is a very nice experience to walk around. Today, the city of Pigadia has all the amenities of capital to its residents and visitors. The cafes and restaurants which are next to the sea give you the opportunity to enjoy unique cuisine and overlooking the fishing boats. Second attraction is the Diakovtis, that popular for swimming and snorkeling. Diakovtis beach is a small but beautiful lagoon in Karpathos Island, one of the best beaches of the island. The Diakovtis is divided into two, one facing south and one facing east, and is located in the southern part of the island, not far from the airport. They are very tempting and attract snorkelers and divers from around the world, with their white to pink sands, turquoise waters and exceptional visibility underwater reaching up to 40 until 50 meters.
Karpathos has great potential as an alternative tourism destination, and in 2019 recorded largest increase in international arrival among the Deccanese islands. Tourism potential in Karpathos can be focused on three categories, which are ecotourism, agritourism, and cultural heritage. Ecotourism promotes the conservation of nature and the well-being of local people, a principle that runs deep on the island. Taking part in ecotourism experience on Karpathos is the perfect way to explore the island, while contributing its sustainable development. Karpathos is the perfect place to discover true ecosystem experience, bringing tourists closer to the island, untapped nature, and its enduring traditions and rich cultural heritage. For example, trekking, while surfing, kite surfing, bird watching, cave hiking, and snorkeling. Now we move to agritourism. Alvona village, known as the agricultural village of Karpathos. At first sight, Alvona looked like a desert settlement from the western movie, but the village is located in the fertile valley. In the spring, there is lush vegetation. The village is an interesting sight with its wild scenery. It's primarily important due to agriculture, and Alvona is mentioned often as the North Country of Karpathos Island. Tourists who come here can experience beekeeping, picking olive, and visit and learn about agriculture. Now we move to cultural heritage. The main attraction of Karpathos is Olympus, one of the oldest villages in Greece. This village, built in 1420, still has its own traditions, as the people of the Karpathos take great care of their traditions and history. One of the destinations that I would like to emphasize on this part is the Folklore Museum of Authors, Karpathos, that is housed in a small traditional house in the center of the village. It depicts the life on this island as it was few decades ago. Inside the Folklore Museum of Authors, there are traditional costumes or photographs, wooden furniture, cooking utensils, agricultural tools, musical instruments, and many other exhibits.
We look at the next part of what type of resort that can be built in Karpathos, Greece. So first of all, Karpathos Island stretches in the Indonesian-rich water of the Aegean Sea, which is close to the coast of the famed Greek island of Rhodes in the northeast and Crete in the southeast. The Dokianis archipelago consists of a total 12 islands, which is Karpathos being the second biggest. So, the type of resort that can be built in Karpathos is beach resort. So, the island of Karpathos is renowned for its beautiful beaches, despite its little size. Because the little island of Karpathos has more than 50 beaches of astounding diversity. Beach resort is a full-service location hotel complex on the beach with access to private beach. The beach is the main principal attraction for visitors. A beach resort is different from smaller city hotels or boutique hotels because it has wide range of service and amenities. It also usually has entertainment and leisure activities. The advantage of reserving a beach resort include the guest closeness to the beach as well the availability of comprehensive service on the ground. Next type of resort that can be built in Karpathos, Greece is spa hotel and resort. So what is spa hotel and resort? Spa hotel and resort is a short-term lodging establishment whose primary purpose is to promote healthy behavior among guests by offering spa services. A spa hotel is a hotel whose major objective is to provide individualized services and treatment to spa-seeking guests. And a spa hotel often provides opulent spa facilities, distinctive spa treatments, including massages, facial and body treatments, which that are exclusive to that of spa and hotel. Spa hotel often provides steam room, sauna, exercise centers, and swimming pool. And some of the spa hotel may include fitness courses or the option to hire a personal trainer or nutritionist.
For my part, I will explain to you about the public policies pertaining to the destination or the development at the destination. The Ministry of Tourism is responsible for tourism policy making and development in Greece. It introduced legislation on tourism, agrees the strategic marketing plan, stimulates investment and works to improve the quality and competitiveness of Greek tourism. The ministry cooperates closely with other interested ministries and tourism bodies. The National Strategic Reference Framework for the tourism sector guides the sector's development for the period 2014 to 2020. Greece's tourism strategy aims to promote the country as a global and attractive year-round destination offering unique and authentic travel experience. Tourism is at the center of government policy for national development, innovation and openness. The main priorities for national tourism policy are to improve the competitiveness, quality, authenticity, resilience and sustainability of the tourism product, to boost investment in high-quality accommodation as well as other tourism development with a low environmental footprint. So for the next part is the 5 axes of the National Tourism Strategic Plan. The first one is high standards of infrastructure with improvements to the licensing regime in order to attract high-quality investment, eliminate red tape and optimize the spatial distribution of tourism. The second one is the respect for sustainability principles. The third one is improve accessibility and connectivity by enhancing the country's aviation road network and by expanding and upgrading the national network of marinas. The fourth one is better management of the tourism experience to increase quality and attractiveness via a focus on sustainable destination management and tourism education. And the last one is redesign of the tourism product and redefinition of the brand and communications to reflect the focus on quality, authenticity, resilience, sustainability and value for money. Within this framework, the Ministry of Tourism is implementing policy to diversify the tourism product, upgrade tourism infrastructure and embed the tourism sector in the local economy. These actions aim to create high-quality jobs, increase visitor expenditure, disperse demand and protect and improve natural and cultural resources as well as create positive spillover effects into the wider national economy.
The main policy priority is to develop a new strategic plan for sustainable tourism with a long-term horizon. Therefore, the other policy initiatives are currently being developed, such as a major public-private sector collaboration to stimulate the development of maritime tourism by improving the national network of tourist spots, implementation of practical traineeship in the tourism sector for students, and the operation of vocational training program to boost skill and employability. improvement to tourist guide education and licensing, and a new interministerial working group which to improve cooperation and coordination between the Minister of Tourism and the Minister of Culture and Sport on issue of common interest. In order to improve connectivity throughout the country, Greece has prioritized intervention that facilitate access by visitors to remote area. Therefore, improved access along with the promotion of less well-known destination like Karpathos is expected to spread the benefit of tourism to many other parts of the country. Afterward, the major challenge for the tourism industry in Greece is congestion because of the excessive amount of tourist arrival. Thus, new legislation relating to the development of thematic product create the institutional framework to enable product differentiation with the ultimate strategic goal of reducing acute seasonality. The new legislation recognizes rural, religious, meeting incentive, conference, and event MICE and health tourism as the key growth opportunity, and also help modernize the operation of the tourism value chain by improving skill in order to capitalize on new market that demand authentic and sustainable experience.
Today I will present to you about the tourism planning process in Karpathos Island. The first step in study preparation is to understand the possibility developing a resort in Karpathos Island, Greece as a tourism destination. Not just that, we also need to know the attraction in Karpathos Island such as Pigadia town and Diakovtis Island for snorkeler. So need to understand the current development in Karpathos Island, refer to the state government of the policy in Karpathos Island. And the second phase is the determination of goals and objectives. Our goals are to introduce Karpathos Island, Greece as tourism destination to foreign and local tourists. And our objective is to plan and organize project that will boost the economy in the tourism industry at the Karpathos Island. And second objective of ours is organize resort project that will enhance the best resort at the Karpathos Island. And the third phase is survey. We collect the data of the current situation at the Karpathos Island. And secondly, survey about the development at the Karpathos Island to make the planning process run smoothly. And third, to get the feedback from the local community about the resort project development that will build there. Last phase is analysis and synthesis. In this phase, we will show the collected data that we already collect from the survey and must be processed to accurate information. Lastly, we will do the proper technique of analysis, and enough data are very important because they influence clarity, accuracy and authenticity of the information we get.
I'll continue the presentation with plan formulation. This phase focuses on completion of an initial tourism development plan concept. The framework for this concept is based on the acquired synthesis from the collected data and following the fixed goal. Then, our management team can decide which of the potential solutions they want to use to carry out the plan objective and comply with government standards. Now, we go to recommendations. Once the initial development plan concept is chosen, the plan must then be interpreted into detailed recommendations. This phase is important because it acts as a guide for our management team to understand what actions are needed in implementing the plan. Generic suggestions must be interpreted into appropriate strategies and actions. Next is implementation. A tourism development plan must obtain approval from the government agency before it gets implemented. The implementation of an ecotourism strategy is more likely to be effected in places that are institutionally declared as protected, like Karpathos. It is important that the development plan be done properly with the plan phases because the cost and time required for its implementation are fixed. Lastly is monitoring. Any implementation of tourism development plan will lead to certain impacts so we need to monitor from time to time. Development must be monitored to achieve goals and objectives, to obey the government policies, and to avoid problem to environment and society. If the problem still arises, our management team must prepare prevention and conservation steps to end these problems for our resort.
In conclusion, Karpathos has great potential in resort development because Karpathos has so much more to offer and it is not just beautiful beaches. That's all from us. Thank you.